Hello trainers and welcome to Smashing Gaming, my name is Will, and today we have a deck profile utilising the new card Candice from Silver Tempest. We're going to be pairing this up with Finneon, which has the Oceanic Accompaniment ability that allows us to accelerate water energies to one of our water Pokemon as long as it has the Swim Freely attack. So let's get into the deck list, but before that, if you like the content that I create, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, or leave a comment below. All comments are welcome. You will also notice that I have changed the format slightly, and I have also put time points below and the deck list and a link to the PokemonCard.io list for this deck. So with that, let's get into the deck list. So starting off, as discussed in the intro, I have changed the format of the video slightly, so we're going to start off with a picture of the full deck list for you to see. I'll also place the deck list below, and I'll place a link to my Pokemon.io profile and the particular deck here for you to check out any decks that I have created or have covered. So with that, let's get into the Pokemon. Okay, so starting off with the Pokemon, we have Bibarel. Bibarel is a normal Pokemon. It has 120 HP, a retreat cost of 2, and a weakness to fighting. It has 1 attack, Tail Smash, that for free colorless energy does 100 damage, and you flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. However, Bibarel is in here for its ability Industrious Incisors that allows us to once per turn draw until we have 5 cards on the hand, and this comes in handy just for trying to get some more water energy into our hand. Next, we have the pre-evolution of Bibarel, and that is Bidoof. Bidoof is a normal Pokemon with 70 HP, retreat cost of 2, and a weakness to fighting. It has 1 attack, roll out, that for 2 colorless energy does 30 damage. Next, we have Finneon. Finneon is a water Pokemon. It has 1 retreat cost and a weakness to lightning. It has 1 attack, Water Gun, that for 1 water energy does 10 damage. However, it has the ability Oceanic Accompaniment that allows us to, as often as we like during our turn, we can attach 1 water energy card from our hand to one of our Pokemon as long as it has the Swim Freely attack. So Finneon here is our energy acceleration. Next, we have 1 copy of Manaphy. Manaphy is a water Pokemon with 70 HP. It has a retreat cost of 1 and a weakness to lightning. It has 1 attack, Rain Splash, that for 1 water energy does 20 damage. However, Manaphy, like a lot of the cards, is in here for its ability Wave Veil that prevents all damage done to our bench Pokemon from our opponent's Pokemon's attacks. Next, we have 1 copy of Radiant Greninja. Radiant Greninja is a water Pokemon. It has 130 HP, it has a retreat cost of 1 and a weakness to lightning. It has 1 attack, Moonlight Shuriken, that for 2 water and 1 colorless energy allows us to discard 2 energy from this Pokemon, and we can do 90 damage to 2 of our opponent's Pokemon. And it is in here for its ability Conceal Cards that allows us to once per turn discard an energy card from our hand, and we get to draw 2 cards. Next, we have the pre-evolution of our main attacker, and that is Seel. Seel is a water Pokemon. It does 70 damage, it has 70 HP, it has 1 retreat cost and a weakness to lightning. It has 2 attacks. First attack, Headbutt, for 1 water energy does 10 damage, and the second attack, Rain Splash, that for 1 water and 1 colorless energy does 20 damage. Next, we have the main attacker of the deck, and that is Dewgong. Dewgong is a water Pokemon. It has 120 HP, it has a retreat cost of 2 and a weakness to lightning. It has 2 attacks. First attack, Swim Freely, for 1 water energy does 10 damage, and you flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn you prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. It also has the attack Full Return that for 2 colorless energy does 40 damage times the number of water energy that you shuffle back from your Pokemon into your deck. So this pairs well with Finneon as it has the Swim Freely attack. And that is it for the Pokemon, really simple. So next, let's get into the trainers. So starting off with the trainers, we have Candice. Candice allows us to look at the top 7 cards of our deck, and you may reveal any number of water Pokemon and water energy cards you find there, put them into your hand and then shuffle them back into your deck. This is going to be great for finding those water energies for when we want to take a big knockout, but also for finding our Pokemon when we need them. Next we have Training Court. Training Court allows us to recover a basic energy card from our discard pile and place it into our hand. Next we have Escape Rope. Escape Rope allows us to switch our active Pokemon with one of our bench Pokemon. Our opponent must do the same, and our opponent has to switch first. Next we have Rescue Carrier. Rescue Carrier allows us to put 2 Pokemon with 90 HP or less from a discard pile back into our hand. We also have a copy of Nessa. Nessa allows us to put 4 in any combination of water Pokemon and water energy cards from our discard pile back into hand. This comes in handy if we need to recover some energy or even just to grab a Dewgong back. We also have Ordinary Rod. Ordinary Rod is in here to allow us to shuffle 2 Pokemon or 2 water energies or both from our discard pile back into our deck, and it's a great recovery for us. We also have Cynthia's Ambition. Cynthia's Ambition allows us to draw cards until we have 5 in our hand, and if any of our Pokemon were knocked out during our opponent's last turn, we get to draw until we have 8 instead. We also have Air Balloon. Air Balloon reduces the retreat cost of any of our Pokemon, and as our Pokemon don't have any retreat cost higher than 2, this is very useful for moving something in and out of the active. We also have the usual copies of Quick Ball, just allows us to discard a card from a hand and then go and search for a basic card Pokemon. We also have the new supporter card Serena in the deck. Serena allows us to either discard up to 3 cards from a hand and draw until we have 5 cards, or switch one of our opponent's bench Pokemon V with their active Pokemon. Next we have Evolution Incense. Evolution Incense allows us to go and grab those evolutions, so you need to use it to go and grab our Dewgongs or our Bibarels. We also have Capacious Bucket. Capacious Bucket allows us to go and get 2 water energies from our deck, reveal them and then put them into hand. We shuffle our deck afterwards. We also have a copy of Choice Belt. Choice Belt means that our attacks do 30 more damage to our opponent's Pokemon V. We have the standard copy of Boss, which allows us to gust something from our opponent's bench into the active spot. Great for stalling if we need to, but also great for taking out a key knockout if we are able to. We also have a copy of Professor's Research, just great standard discard your hand and draw 7 cards. And that's it for the trainers, so let's have a look at the energies. So the energies for the deck are really nothing special, it's really simple. We just have 12 water energies in the deck. These are just used for powering up our attacks. Our Dewgong only requires 2, and all our attacks we shouldn't need to use. So that is all we need for energies. So with that, let's have a look at some tech cards. So starting off with the tech cards, really there's only 2 kind of tech cards I think would be suitable for the deck. We could play about with the numbers of the supporters. For example, we could decrease the number of Serena and increase the number of Boss, or maybe replace Research with Marnie. However, the only real 2 other attackers we can use with Swim Freely is Finneon, which has the attack Swim Freely that does 10 damage, and you flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's next turn you don't take any damage from effects of attacks. Also has the attack Waterfall that does 120 damage, and this is for 2 water and 1 toss energy. The other potential tech is Seadra. Seadra has the same Swim Freely attack, however also has the attack Hydro Jet that allows us to do 20 damage to one of our opponent's Pokemon times the number of water energy attached to Seadra, so you could accelerate a lot of energy here. You could also evolve Seadra into the, I'm trying to remember its name, I believe it's Kingdra? I'm just going to type that in just to double check. Kingdra, so you do have the Kingdra with Burst Aqua that does 40 damage times the number of water energy attached to this Pokemon, and when you When your active Pokemon is knocked out, you can move an energy to Kingdra. However, I don't feel like Kingdra would be a good fit for the deck. So with that, let's get into some games. Okay, here we go with Candice Dewgong. So let's see if we can get a win in PTCG Alive using the deck. Hopefully we can come against a fire deck. I know it's unlikely as most people at the moment are playing Lugia with the Primal Turbo effect. So but we see we might hit some interesting decks. PTCG Live is taking a while, so I'm just going to have a wee drink while it searches. I have been using PTCG Live now for, I'll be over a day now, and I've yet really to find many problems with it. It does look like though it's taken a while to find his opponent. Looks like we've got one, so let's see how we do. So if we have any indication on the deck, so we'll go for heads. So our opponent's giving us a thumbs up, so we'll just kindly give them a thumbs up. We'll see what they're playing. Looks like they have won the coin flip, so will they choose to go first or allow us to go first? Okay, so they're going to go first. It does mean that we probably want to try and get 2 seals set up. Now, based on the deck box that they have, I'm going to suggest that this is a Lugia we're up against. So we'll get to have a wee nosy. Yeah, they've got the Archeops with Primal Turbo. That's fine. Sadly, I would have liked to have started with a Seel, but we do have Candice, so hopefully Candice can get us a Seel, or we can just top deck one like that, so that's fine. So we'll just let our opponent do what they've got to do. Looks like they have the Alt Art gear, so they're going to attach Turbo Energy. And they're just going to pass straight to us. Okay, so we do another Dewgong. I think we will go for Candice here, see if we can get another Seel. So we do, and we've got ourselves Dewgong. Sadly, we don't have a Minion, so we'll just have to manually attach to our Seel just now. And we'll then pass over to our opponent. Next turn, hopefully we can draw into a Quick Ball to get ourselves a Luminion. We can then start accelerating energy. We're probably going to have to maybe use Serena here to draw some cards. See what our opponent does first, though. They may play Marnie to disrupt our hand, so they're going to attach V-Guard Energy. So V-Guard Energy, I can't remember what V-Guard Energy actually does. Click up. As you can see, the new client's still, I'm still on it. So V-Guard Energy. V-Guard Energy, this Pokemon takes 50 less damage from attachment to opponent's Pokemon. So okay, but we're not playing in the V's, so it looks like we do get ourselves a ball. We're going to discard the boss's orders, and we're going to get ourselves a Luminion. What we'll do as well is we'll evolve our 2 Seals into our Dewgongs, and we will use Swim Freely. Attach water energy to this one, and we'll attach one to here. We are going to then use Serena. We are going to discard that Dewgong. That's fine. So we'll get ourselves a barrel. We probably don't need Manaphy. We're going to see if we can get ourselves another attacker. Probably better to go for Greninja, in all honesty, just to help us draw cards. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to use Industrious Incisors. Let's just draw cards, and we do get a lot more water energy, so that is very good. So we'll just do a wee bit of deck finning. And we will use Radiant Greninja, and we'll discard one of these water energies. So we're digging for the Escape Rope, so we'll keep looking. Looks like we don't have it. So sadly, Bibarel is a 2 energy retreat cost. So what we'll do is we'll return a energy from our discard pile back into our hand, and we'll just have to pass to our opponent. Next turn we can use the Escape Rope. So our opponent is currently using Ultra Ball, and I will be right back in a second. Okay, we try to record a video, put visitors and stuff in, fine. So they're also going to put Serena here, that allows you to heal 20 damage. Okay, so they do have Lugia, they have Archeops and Discarpel, they do, so they're now able to accelerate 2 energies. They do play, although I have a funny feeling we are going to get a knockout on this Lugia here if they do not take out both our Dewgongs in one go. They are going to accelerate energies to the Radiant Root. Okay, and then we attach a Grass Energy, so that is a single attacker. It does 90 damage, we're not weak to it, so I'm not too worried about that. I would feel better if we can get ourselves another Seel set up. We know we're going to be losing Bibarel here. So they're going to boss up one of our Dewgongs, that's fine. That's actually better for us because we can still accelerate up to 6 energies and possibly more if we get some recovery before we play the research. So they're going to take the knockout on the Dewgong. So I'm not sure, so we're doing 40 damage, so I'm not sure actually how many we need to attach. I need to work that out, so that's 6 or 7 energies. Maths has never been that good, so okay, so we do get Training Court, so we will play that, get ourselves back a water energy. We'll then use Ocean Accompaniment to accelerate all our energies to Dewgong. And then what we'll do is we'll also play our Finneon. Just pause. I'm also going to go for Bibarel. I want to try and get another Seals here. So don't get it, but we do get Nessa. So I think for now we're going to play Nessa. We're going to get ourselves our Seel, our Dewgong, water energy, and another Dewgong back. We're then going to put Dewgong, Seel down, and we'll also attach an energy to Seel. Pretty sure, yeah, so we're doing 320 we're doing 320 to this Lugia. So what we'll do is we'll then get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we going to do? I think they may have reduced damage as well, so we'll just get rid of all. I think 320 should be enough. They do have, yeah, I think that should be fine. So we'll get 280, so we'll get the knockout on the Lugia. Do have lucky energy though, that's fine for us. We get 2 prizes here. We've got a rod and another Candice, so hopefully we can get some energy from the Candice. Our opponent now has to choose what to go into. I think we're pretty well set up here. I feel better if we can get the Dewgong on the bench, so it looks like they are going to go into Miltank here, which again is fine. It is obviously a 1 prizer, so this is now going to be a 1 prize game, although they are benching another Lugia, so if we can get a Serena, because we already used our boss, so we can get our Serena, and we should be good. Take another knockout. Our opponent is going to accelerate the energy to Archeops. Do expect the Dewgong to go down. So they may be short on energy here. How many energies have they accelerated? So we've got 5 in the discard pile already. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the board. 6, 7. Okay, so that is 5. We're going to boss up our benched Seel. Again, that's not that big a deal for us. We can use Rod to bring back a Seel and an energy, so we'll go here. Look at Cynthia. Sadly, Cynthia is not much use at the moment. We will rod back the Seel. Don't need the Manaphy. And what we want to do is now go for Candice and see how many gaps. So we've got 2 energies and a Finneon. So we should still have enough energies to take a knockout. I think we'll use Radiant Greninja just to try and dig for another Seel. I would feel better if we get another one bench, just so that we keep our Seals coming. We want to here and use our ability to accelerate 4 energies to our Dewgong. That's fine. There is a bit of delay, not quite used to. We have used Training Court, I believe. Yep, we have Training Court. So what we'll do is we'll attack for 160. Just have to get rid of all of the energy on our Seel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back into the deck. So we should be doing good here. Again, we have the lucky energy. It's fine. So we'll do draw water energy. We do get knocked out here. I'm debating whether we probably will have to use research. I don't want to get, I'd hate to give up the Dewgong. We should have another rod still in the deck. So rollout is doing 20 for each of your opponent's program. They're doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they are taking a knockout on Dewgong here. This is, as I say, this is turned into a 1 prize race here. Lucky for us though, we are in the lead. So they are going to boss up the Seel. I think they must have had 1, 2, yeah, they've had 3, they've played 3 bosses orders. Can't really see them having a 4th. They may do, they may actually do. That's fine. We will have to dig though now to try and get ourselves another Seel. Although Rescue Carrier is very handy indeed. We'll bring back Seel to our hands. We're then going to use the Training Court to get ourselves some water energy. We'll then accelerate 2 energies onto our active. I'm kind of reluctant to use Professor's research, but I think we do need. They did take a knockout, so we should maybe probably go for Cynthia. We'll see if it pays off. Do get the water energy. So what are we doing? We're doing 120. So we are able to take a knockout. That's fine. So we will then take a knockout here on the milk tank. So hopefully we can get this benched 1 evolved. As long as our hand stays the same, we get a water energy. That's going to be useful. I would like to draw into a Candice though, or a Candice, just because as the game goes on, our chance of doing massive knockouts increases because our deck pretty much is just full of energy. So we do play 12 energies, so half our deck is water energy at the moment. Well, just under half. Because we've still got prizes and we still got a few cards in there. So it'd be good if we could take the knockout on this Lugia this turn. Research might be able to get us the energies we need. A research plus a Radiant Greninja plus a Industrious Incisor should do it. I do like the Candice Dewgong deck. We'll see what our opponent's going to do. It looks like they may go into Archeops here. Okay, so we're going to use Aerodive. I don't know if Aerodive allows them to discard the stadium. Yes, it does. So we do lose 1 energy, but I think we should be good here. So we are going to accelerate 2 energies, and then we're going to just go for broke here. We'll evolve our benched Seel, so I don't forget. We'll go for research, and that should be good. I'm going to discard the research just to get a Finneon. I'm also going to use Evolution Incense again. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just finning. Just having a look to see how many energies we've got. So we do have 7 still in the deck. So we should be okay to use Radiant Greninja's concealed cards. It does give us an all-in, and we do get the choice belt, so that should be game for us. So we'll just accelerate the energy, and then we can use industrials and incisors to try and we'll attach the choice belt, and we'll try and get a big knockout here. Hopefully our opponent lets us do this. This would be great content, as they say. So we'll go for the accomplishment. We'll put another 2, and we'll then go for full return for 310 damage. So we will just get rid of all of our energy, and that's game. That was good. I liked our opponent. They played well there. They were playing the top tier deck, but it shows you that rogue decks can win. So it's good. We got a Seel and a Candice with the prizes. So with that, let's get into another game. Okay, here we go with another game with Candice Dewgong. Hopefully we can get a win. I'm going to guess we're going to be against a Lugia deck. Oh no, we've got a grass deck. This may be Viper. I've versed a lot of Lugia decks today. It's obviously a very popular deck because it is tier 1. It's both ranked and casual. It's just everywhere. I haven't seen many Mew decks or decks to combat it, but I think the Duraludon deck is the better deck to go against Lugia again with. So I do apologise if you do hear any noise in the background. My dog John is currently destroying an old shoe that he's found. So he loves to chew the shoes. So I think we're going to try and get ourselves a Seel or 2 Seals set up here. So okay, so it's Decidueye. So we're not too worried then about Decidueye here. Probably we will keep the Manaphy though, because Decidueye does hit the bench. So we'll go for a Seel here. It's fine, and we will bench the Manaphy. I think we will get rid of Serena because our opponent's unlikely to have any V Pokemon. We'll just get ourselves another Seel set up. Actually, put energy to the minion. That just gives us a free retreat. This is probably going to be Decidueye Inteleon. Obviously they want to use Decidueye because it prevents attacks from multi-prize Pokemon, which is fine. So I'm going to go for a Sobble and then a big Parasol. We don't actually have any abilities like that. Looks like they're using Gardenia's Vigor. So they do get an energy onto the Sobble. So we could go for Keep Calling here and get more Sobbles, which I think is what they're going to do. It would be the most sense. Okay, they're just going to pass to us. So we do get a water energy, so we get ourselves, we will take the Radiant Greninja, take the Dewgong, and we will take, well, I will take all of the energies. Yep, that's very useful for us. So we will go for Greninja, we'll evolve one of our Seals, use Greninja's ability, conceal cards. Gives us our 2 energies, so we can retreat and take the knockout on. Oh, I misclicked there. Oh no, misclicked. I completely misclicked. Our opponent is going to attach. They do get the Drizzile, As long as they don't marnie us, we should be in a good state. I can't believe I misclicked there. I'm also going to go Rare Candy into Decidueye. They still may marnie us though, we do have 2 cards left. Okay, so I'm just going to use Spin Arrow, so do get rid of the Finneon. I would have thought Manaphy, yeah, they tried to use it but it didn't work, that's fine, I was just like that. Taking damage, shouldn't have done. But we do have Finneon to accelerate the energy, so we should get the knockout, and we use Rod as well to get some energy back. I think we'll go for Greninja's ability here, so we do get Capacious Bucket and we do get another Dewgong, so we'll just get ourselves energy and we'll evolve our Dewgong. We'll use our Oceanic Accompaniment to accelerate energy to our Pokemon. We'll just put as, we'll just divvy it up. Doesn't actually matter too much to us. So we will then use Rods, get ourselves our free energy back. Nope, no, we'll get 2 energy back and 1. For now, sadly it does mean we are in top deck mode, but we are taking knockout, so I think we want to discard, so 40, I need a calculator because I'm very bad at math, so 40 times 3, 120, so we need to get rid of 4 energies, so we want to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. Go for the attack, does the knockout, and we'll then also draw a Seel. Okay, I would rather we had drawn a supporter here. Our opponent may marnie us though. The hope is true now. Now I want them to marnie us. We're probably going to go for another Sobble or another Rowlet. We're going for our Rowlet. They are winning the prize trade because they did get the first knockout here, so there comes the marnie of that. I'd love to see it when our opponent marnie us out of a bad hand. So it gives us research and what is it. So we're actually set up again to get another attack. They may go for, I was going to say they may go for the Inteleon that does, I'm sure this Inteleon does 120 damage that would get a knockout. Really they should probably be hitting, trying to do the damage on the Manaphy. It looks like we are drawn pretty well here. And we will use Oceanic Accompaniment again to accelerate the 4 energy onto our Dewgong. We'll just spread it around. And we will, well, I would like to see another Seel, just so we have. I want to keep the Finneon in our hand, and we'll also be able to get energy back here. We can use Greninja's ability just to draw some cards. I feel good about that. It's fine, and we'll attach and then here up, and our opponent's just going to scoop. So that's the second game with Dewgong Candice. Once you get set up, there's really not much more you can do, and our opponent would have lost because they were hoping to use Deep Forest Camo, which prevents all damage done to Decidueye by Vs and GXs. So with that, trainers, we left the battle another day. Okay, so I thought I would just end the video with some final thoughts on the deck. The deck plays really well, like all decks, when it draws well, you know, you're doing well. The prize trade for against Lugia and the other multi-prize decks is really good, and the explosive potential from the deck is great. You know, if you can get all 7 war energies from Candice, it is feels really good because you'll be able to knock out pretty much anything. However, will it be tier 1? Probably not. I mean, but as a rogue deck, as a great one-off deck, it is good. And sadly, with fire being not very good at the moment in standard, the deck itself can struggle sometimes to take big knockouts, but that's how it goes with these games. So with that, trainers, we live to battle another day, and I wish you a good and pleasant evening or day wherever you are. Thank you.